Hey, it's edtech by Meera, and we are going to do a very basic tutorial for creating a calculator, a beginner's calculator, simple calculator using JavaScript. So first we do the HTML. The CSS is already done for you, and then we'll be doing the JavaScript. So within the body, we start creating the containers. So we create a main container with a class of calculator, because this is about building a calculator. Then inside that we need the inputs, right? Because we need to calculate numbers and etc. So we need an input with a type of text, and inside the container, we also have several other containers, because we're building the design and the buttons for the calculator. So we have the one container with a class of buttons, which will have all the other buttons. In fact, all the buttons that is contained inside this button container, the buttons container, because it has a class of buttons in order to style it accordingly. And as you can see here, the different buttons that are being created. One is with a class of clear, which we know in a calculator, when you press clear, it will clear everything. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the different numbers. Then you have another one for class of operator, where all the division, multiplication, subtraction, etc. and all that will be done. Then you have other buttons which will be just showing you the numericals like 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, etc. So we accordingly build the buttons this way. So this is how we built the buttons with the content as shown here in different containers. In the main container with a class of calculator. So we've almost built all of it. We just have just 2 more buttons, that is 4 is there, 5, accordingly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 obviously. Then for the plus, minus, multiplication, division, which we've already done. As simple as that. Then equals is for the, after evaluating the value, you have to show the value when you press the equal to sign. So we give it a class of equals, because it is not for operating, it is for showing you the result. So we call it the class of equals. And then we show the equal symbol here for the button content. So this is the last one, 1, 2, and 3. So accordingly it is placed. Now how it is placed, the buttons, depends on how you're doing the div here. You can design it accordingly to your choice. So it's not necessary you have to follow the same design of the containers here. So this is your HTML. CSS is already done for you based on the class of calculator, based on the class of display, the equal to, and the operator signs, operator class. So now when you do, nothing happens. Why? Because we haven't done the JavaScript yet. So let's do the JavaScript. Okay. So let's start. So we make the variable display, and then we grab the element with the ID of display. Remember, with the ID of display, which will be styling in your CSS. Then we create another variable called buttons, where we'll be dot query selector all, means where we'll be grabbing all the buttons, with a class of dot buttons button. Now here, remember, it's not just one button, so we have to style all the buttons, similar height, size, width, whatever, padding, etc. Then we declare the value, the initial value, as empty, nothing, because we've not yet input anything. So initiate the current input variable with a value of nothing, and then using the for each condition. So buttons.forEach button. That means for each and every button, what is happening here, we add the function of add event listener. So when you use the add event listener, what's happening is, with the click of each button, the function is going to be executed, whereby, this is an arrow function, whereby the const value is going to be, your value is going to be that is going to be displayed will be the button.content. So the button's content will be displayed. That will be the value. And if, for example, the conditions, if the value equals C, the capital C, obviously it is a clear button. So if you're clicking the clear button, the current input will be nothing, empty. Then if the display dot value, so if the value that is displayed is empty, means it will be that you clicked on the clear. So when you click on the clear button, the whatever display values there will be cleared. Else, if value equals to the equal sign, then you're doing the try catch error. Then what happens is the display, what value will be displayed? The value that will evaluate the current input. So whatever you put the current input, that will be executed. We're using the eval function. So current input is going to be the one that is going to be displayed there. Then catch the error. So that means if the value displayed is showing error, that means the current input null. That means nothing, it's empty. So if you cleared the screen or you didn't input anything, it will show the value of error. Okay, go back to the other condition, else. It will, so if it is not error, means something you are executing, means the current input equals to current input plus value, means it will be executing, it will keep on accumulating the value. So let's say 2 plus 5 you added 7, then again you added something else or multiplied something like by 5, 7, 5, 35, it will keep on accumulating until you clear the screen. Like here, you added, you divided, I clear. If I don't clear, it's accumulating, as you can see. So that